Hello everyone and welcome back to our weekly market update. Thanks for joining this webinar and to start trading with one Roya. So we have this disclaimer. The information provided in this webinar is for educational purposes. Please do not take them as a financial advice. Do your own research before start trading or investing. So we have those assets that we will cover as always: Euro USD, USDJPY, GBPUSD, and the OC in the forex. In metals, we will cover gold. We have the oil, UK Brent oil, indices, US 500, and finally we will analyze BTCUSD. So let's jump to MT4 to start our analysis. So from now on, we will change a little bit the time frames. Instead of using the daily time frame for long as a higher time frame, I will use from now on the weekly time frame as the higher one and the daily time frame as the shorter time frame for execution. Why we did this? Because we need to provide trading ideas that last more than few days, maybe 1 to 1 week and a half, something like this. Okay, so from now on, the weekly time frame as a higher time frame, as for shorter time frame we will use daily time frame. So what's happening on the higher time frame regarding the Euro USD? If we look on the Euro USD, we need to know the bigger picture on the higher time frame, which is the weekly one. We can see that the market is still in a downward movement, lower highs, lower lows. So as you know, once the bigger picture is showing a downtrend, we should go to lower time frame to search for sell opportunities. Okay, we need to go with the flow. We don't need to fight the trend. So here we have the Euro USD on the daily time frame. We can see that the market posted a correction after a bearish impulsive wave. This is a bearish impulsive wave correction. And what I noticed is that this correction here, the previous one, is almost same as the new one. So it is about to be the same. We don't know yet, but most probably it will be the same. Why? Because we have a strong resistance here. Also, if we use a Fibonacci retracement, we can see that the market is entering the 50 and 61.8 zone, which is a crucial one here. Okay, so we have an area of confluence and of correction using similarities in the previous downtrend. This one equal to this one. We have the Fibonacci retracement zone between 50 and 61.8, plus we have a strong resistance here around 0.99. So what's next? What's next for Euro USD? Maybe a little bit move higher and then a move all the way down to this area, which is the previous low, 0.95. Okay, so I might see a move a little bit higher and then a drop all the way down until 95.37 or 48, something like this, the previous low. So this is our analysis for Euro USD. Now talking about GBPUSD, the pound. The pound also on the weekly time frame, which is the higher one, the market is moving to the downside, lower highs, lower low, etc. This is really obvious. Okay, we can see that the market here posted a lower low. Here a new could be a lower high. We don't know yet since we are in this weekly bar. Looking on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, what we did is we used a bearish trend line by connecting those 2 points, 1, 2, or peaks, 1, 2, and then you can see that the market is respecting this bearish trend line. Also, we have a strong resistance here. You can see it, the previous opening of the weekly bar. This is the previous bar that I'm talking about. We have the opening here, which makes the new resistance, you can see. So we have an area of confluence as well. We have the bearish trend line, the resistance, and you can see now the market is respecting this. I'm not considering for sure a buy position since we are in a downtrend on the higher time frame. Although we have strong momentum to the upside, we can see these big bullish bars, but for now I should just looking for short opportunities. Why? Because as we said, we are in a downtrend. So here from this area, we can see that the market is respecting this area of confluence. And from there, it could start moving to the downside all the way down until this level here, 1.0542 or 0.324. So first target, if the market move to the downside is this. Second one is that 0.333 and 0.541. USDJPY. USDJPY starting on the higher time frame. As we can see, the market is in a clear upward movement, higher lows, higher highs. Okay, it's nothing that complicated to know what is the trend on the higher time frame. Just looking for the peaks, what's going on. We have higher high, higher low. This is the previous row low, and this is a higher low. So the market, obviously, we are in an uptrend. Looking on the daily time frame, the market here, let me move this. The market here is in a kind of consolidation, okay, or inside a range made of this support 141 and 144 as a resistance. The market is bouncing inside it, but recently we can see that the market is posting higher lows, higher lows. So this put a high pressure on the higher end of this range. So there is a high buy pressure around this area, which could lead to a move to the upside and breaking the higher end of this channel all the way up until 147. Okay, so since we are in uptrend, there is a high chance to see the higher end of this channel to be broken to the upside, and the price continue its move all the way down up, sorry, until 147.22. Okay, and this is also we have another proof, which is the higher lows near this resistance of the higher end of the range. So we have two reasons to buy the USDJPY, starting with the uptrend on the higher time frame plus the high buy pressure around this area here. Australian USD. Australian USD starting on the higher time frame. Also, we have the downtrends, lower high, lower low, lower high, etc. Going to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, the market is testing the 0.6540 mark, which is the red horizontal line. Okay, the market is struggling around this area. Since we are in a downtrend, you know now that we should think of short ideas or selling the asset. If we look at the daily time frame, we can see that the market could not close above this resistance that we have already talked about, 65.40, and we have a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. We have a retracement to this 61.8 level between 50 and 61.8. So most probably the market will end this correction and move to the downside with a new bearish impulsive wave all the way down. Sorry, let me go back to Australian USD. Okay, so the market will move back to the downside to continue its main trend. until this area here. We can see now we have here a previous low that matches these lows here to the left. This is why I plotted the support using these lows here, which matches with this low. So the market could go to the downside to reach 64.05, and we have another target that we should mention here, which is this one, 62 mark, 0.6262. Okay, so if we are right about our analysis, we could see the Australian dollar reaching the 0.64 mark and then 62.62 as a target profit number 2. USD CAD, we have on the higher time frame a huge move to the upside, an aggressive one, especially the last 3 weekly bars. However, on the daily time frame, the market posted an engulfing bearish pattern. This is an engulfing bearish pattern highlighted in yellow. So the bearish big bar engulfed the previous bullish one. So most probably we could see a high sell pressure and the market could go down until 1.3380. Okay, we have a strong support here. You can see it. So the market now is about to correct and move to the downside. Let me see if there is any significant retracement level here, maybe 50. I'm not sure. Yeah, we have the 50% retracement level just at this support. So most probably the market will move to the downside here, and then we should start to think of buying the USDCAD all the way up to this level again, 38.35. So let me repeat. We are on an uptrend, since on the weekly time frame we have higher highs and higher lows. So better to think now to buy USDCAD, not to short it, to buy it. Since the market is showing bearish movement or weakness, we should wait until the market reach a significant level or a relevant one. For me, the relevant level here to buy is this area, which is the 50% Fibonacci retracement and the support around 133.90. From here, we should consider a buy position all the way up until 38.38, which is the previous high. Next, gold. Gold on the higher time frame, weekly one, it's still bearish. You can see we have lower high, lower lows, lower high, lower low. On the daily time frame, the market is showing some movement to the upside, or we have a positive momentum. And this is represented by an inverse head and shoulders. We have an inverse head and shoulders. We have a breakout of this bearish trend line to the upside. The daily bar close above this support 1681. So most probably the market will move to the upside. So what I will think of doing here is to wait until the market reaches 1733, which is, I think, a relevant level on Fibonacci retracement. You can see it is the 61.8. If I use the exact high, okay, so we have the 61.8 here, right at this level, 1733. We have a resistance as well, which is a relevant one. So most probably the market will reach this level, find some new sellers here, and then push the price to the 1682. Okay, so since we are in a downtrend on the weekly time frame, we should look for selling opportunities. To sell this asset, we should wait until the market reach this level. Since here we have a strong move to the upside, I need to wait until the market reach the 61.8 that coincide with this resistance, and then consider a sell position. Brent UK oil. The Brent UK oil on the weekly time frame, it is in a downtrend. You can see it here, lower highs, lower lows, self-explanatory, so nothing special to know about the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, the market is moving to the upside, but for me this is a correction. Do not confuse an impulse with a correction. So we have impulse, correction, impulse. This is a new correction that looks like this one. Okay, most traders think that this is a reversal and a move to the upside. It's too early for a reversal. What I will see is a correction maybe until this area here, which is the 61.8. Why? Because here we have a strong resistance. This is the resistance that I am talking about here. Okay, we have a strong resistance around this area. We have the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement at 94.99. So the market could retrace to this area here, which is 1944, and then move to the downside to the previous low, which is 84.77. So since we are in downtrend, we should look for short or sell ideas. I will wait until the market go up until this area, 94.99, and then short it all the way down until 84.77. Next, we have US 500. US 500, also on the higher time frame, we have a downtrend. You can see it. On the lower time frame, which is the daily one, the market found some buyers here and failed to break this level, 3,663. We have a bearish engulfing pattern, bullish engulfing pattern here around this support. So the market could retrace until this area. Maybe we will see similarities when it comes to correction, something like this. So the market could go to the upside around this area here. Okay, so the market, if this correction will be the same as length, so the market will go around this level here where we have a strong resistance, 3,880, the 50% Fibonacci retracement, and then we will see a move to the downside to the previous support level. From here, it's better to start selling this asset to this level here, which is 3,663. Okay, so impulse, we have impulse correction. We have this 50% Fibonacci retracement resistance, and then a move all the way down back to this low. Next, we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin, also it is moving to the downside, lower highs, lower lows, etc. You know it already now. The market, however, entered inside a range made of this low, 18,373, and this resistance or high, 25K. As you can see here, there is a high buy pressure, so most probably the market will go up to test this area here, which is 22K. Okay, we have lower highs. The market failed to break it to the downside, so the market could retrace to this area here. Okay, but that doesn't mean we should buy. I prefer to go with the flow, as I always say, trading with the trend. Okay, so first thing I would like to see is a breach of this level. So if the market breach this bearish trend line, it could reach first the 22K. Around this area here, the market could drop again to the downside. Okay, so the market most probably will test this resistance first and then drop to 18,000. If not, if the market continues its move above the 22K, Then another level to think as a short level to short the Bitcoin is the 25K here, this high. Okay, so this is the first level here to short the 22K. If not, we're looking at 25K as another level to short this asset in case if this level is tested. Okay, so for BTC, we're bearish, but we need to look for areas to sell. We cannot sell it from here. There is no strong level to sell. The strong levels are 22,000 and 25K for short selling the BTC USD. So this is it for today's webinar. Hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next Tuesday, same time. Have a lovely day and please trade safely.